got an exciting matchup on tap. It's the Cowboys coming in at 4-5. Going up against the Eagles, who come in at 6-3.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Again, it's Elliott. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now Dak on the option left. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Now the 7th-year man, Chris Jones, on to kick. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Second down following the run. To throw, it's Wentz. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Six yards here to go for the offense on 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Well, when you're able to break a run against a cover 2 or a 2-deep zone, safeties are back a little ways. What you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front and then maybe climbing to the 2nd level, that offensive lineman or tight end getting up to the 2nd level and able to block the safety in order to create a big run.
Yeah, making those linemen work with a couple blocks. They look good doing it there. And now a 1st down following that long gain. Now a 1st carry for LeGarrette Blount. Gave a glimpse of his power, but not a whole lot of space. Down at the 30. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Dancing to his left. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Now Wentz. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're going ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on 3rd downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. Well, it's a night game, a lot of energy in this building, but the visiting team here, they get the ball in the opening drive, and they find a way to at least produce 3.
And things are just getting started, so you can't say that they've taken the momentum totally, but a good start towards seizing it in this game.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They start on the ground with Elliott. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They'll need to convert a 3rd and 7, though, to start things out. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. As we saw in his rookie year, Dak not afraid to run with it. And he did there to pick up the first. A first down carry by Elliott. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. On second down, Elliott. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
What stands to reason to give Zeke the ball there? I mean, let's face it. Last year, led the league in first downs picked up.
Yeah, 91 of them, 19 more than second place David Johnson.
You know, you can see the confidence that the team has in him touching the football. Offensive line wants to block even harder because of him.
This is Elliott. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Prescott off the play fake to McFadden. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Now a handoff, running off tackle right. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. On second down, here's Wentz. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit at the 33. An Eagle first down, Wentz to Ertz.
I like how they worked the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
They go play action here on first down. A swing pass caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nelson Aguilar, his second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles add on to their lead. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Brandon Graham. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Second down throw for Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And they'll get him down here at the 23. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
The Cowboys on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is third down and 12. Play fake. Here's Prescott. He went backwards 5 yards there on third down to bring up fourth. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And he'll give it here to his running back. And down he goes just beyond the 35. But that pretty move got him some extra space to run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And to give this time to the tailback. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to maneuver. And he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken very short. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now a play fake here on first down. It's hauled in by Torrey Smith. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Fresh set of downs here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, that's the desired outcome coming out here in the second half, of being able to run the football and establish a little bit of pace and maybe even a bit of dominance at the line of scrimmage. And they want that to continue. Way too early to think about this being ball control time. But the way they're running it, you got to think they may want to continue that and see if they can go ahead and grind their opponents into submission.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Well, now they'll try the end around. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. From the gun, it's Wentz. It's caught on the right side, it's Smith. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. They run the counter now on first down. Stopped short of the 25. The nice move couldn't ultimately free him. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a fourth down.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
And Sturgis able to knock it through, and that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Shift together here from the D-line. Prescott now on second down. Forced out to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. The Cowboys on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. action now. Prescott. And incomplete here on third down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this will be blown dead right around the 25-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. And to give this time to the tailback. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from.
And he lost the football. He goes airborne.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So they almost turn it over there. Scary moment. Second down here. Wentz. And that is incomplete here.
So many qualities coaches tick off when they talk about, hey, what is it going to take to make an excellent quarterback? Accuracy has to rank near the top of every list.
Talk about arm strength, that's great. Mobility, great, but you need that accuracy in there. That one well in front of his man.
Yeah, now they got to face a big third down.
It's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. Here's Donnie Jones now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. first down. Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Second down, Prescott. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. On first and 10, Prescott. Caught left side, Williams. Avoids him at the 40. It's Terrence Williams. Touchdown, Cowboys. Terrence Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Bailey now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And out now come the Eagles. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
On first down, Wentz. Throwing over the middle. It's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance. On play action, Wentz. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So the offense lining up first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down to about the 46-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. And he can't get a throw away. he's taken down. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. And they'll go Wentz to Blunt here. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They'll look to throw. He dumps off to Morris. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 8 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the 1st down, but I thought that was the key.
2nd down now after the pass completion. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the 2nd quarter, he may very well have run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Man open left side. It's Williams. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. And an alley to run. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. He'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that one... it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
Wentz with a kneel down, and that will be the final act of this game. A road for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and